Chidi Nwosu was a hard-working businessman in Lagos, Nigeria. After years of diligent work, he had built a small empire owning a chain of electronic stores and, more importantly, a beautiful piece of land in a prime location in Ikeja. This land, which he had legally purchased and developed over the years, was his pride and joy. He planned to build a shopping complex on it, a project that would secure his family's future. One fateful morning, Chidi woke up to a call that would shatter his world. His property, the very land he had poured his life savings into, was being demolished. Government officials, backed by a squad of heavily armed police, were tearing down the structures he had painstakingly erected. The officials claimed the land belonged to the state, citing a newly discovered government master plan that marked the area for a public project. Chidi rushed to the site, heart pounding in disbelief. He had all the necessary documents, the land had been legitimately purchased, and he had paid all the required taxes and levies. Yet there was nothing he could do. As he watched the bulldozers reduce his dreams to rubble, the loss was devastating. Not only had he lost his investment, but his reputation was also at stake. Rumors spread that he had built on illegal land, and his businesses began to suffer. Refusing to accept this unjust act, Chidi decided to take on the government. He filed a lawsuit, determined to clear his name and reclaim what was rightfully his. His friends and family tried to dissuade him, warning that fighting the government was a lost cause, especially in Nigeria, where the legal system could be painfully slow and corrupt. But Chidi was resolute. He knew he was in the right, and he refused to be intimidated. The legal battle was grueling. It dragged on for years, with countless adjournments, lost files, and even attempts to bribe Chidi into dropping the case. His financial situation worsened, and he had to sell off some of his other properties to pay his legal fees. At times, it seemed as though the system was designed to break him. Chidi fell into depression, and the strain took a toll on his health and his family life. But Chidi never gave up. He kept fighting, believing that justice, though slow, would eventually prevail. Finally, after more than a decade, the court ruled in his favor. The judge found that Chidi's property had been wrongfully demolished, and that the government's actions were not only illegal, but also a gross violation of his rights. The court ordered the government to compensate him heavily for his loss, including the value of the land, the destroyed structures, and damages for the emotional and financial suffering he endured. Chidi was vindicated. The compensation he received was substantial, far more than what he had initially invested. It was enough to rebuild his business empire and secure his family's future. More importantly, Chidi's victory was a powerful message that justice could be achieved, even in the face of overwhelming odds. The day Chidi received his compensation, he stood on the site where his property had once stood, now an empty plot. The pain of what he had lost was still there, but so was the satisfaction of having fought for what was right. And when Chidi knew he could start over, and with the lessons he had learned, he was more determined than ever to succeed. In the end, Chidi's story became an inspiration to many, proof that perseverance, faith in the justice system, and an unwavering belief in one's rights could overcome even the most daunting challenges. Property management perspective. From a property management standpoint, Chidi's story underscores the importance of thorough due diligence when acquiring and developing real estate. Despite having legitimate documents, the sudden demolition of his property reveals the complexities and risks involved in land ownership in regions where legal and bureaucratic processes can be opaque. Property managers must ensure that all legal clearances are obtained, regularly verify the status of the land with relevant government authorities, and stay updated on any potential changes in zoning laws or government master plans. This case also highlights the need for property managers to establish good relationships with local government officials and legal experts, who can provide timely advice and intervention when necessary. Legal perspective. Legally, Chidi's ordeal, a profound example of the importance of property rights and the rule of law. His victory after a decade-long legal battle shows that despite the slow and often frustrating pace of the judicial system, justice can prevail. This case highlights the significance of having all legal documentation in place, including deeds, permits, and tax receipts. As these were critical in proving Chidi's ownership in court, it also emphasizes the need for individuals and businesses to understand their legal rights and be prepared to defend them through the judicial system if necessary. Moreover, it showcases the role of the judiciary in protecting citizens against the misuse of power by the state. Lessons learned: due diligence is crucial before purchasing or developing property. It's vital to conduct thorough research and confirm the legitimacy of the land through multiple channels. This includes consulting with legal experts and cross-referencing information with government records. Importance of documentation: keeping all legal documents organized and accessible can make a significant difference in legal disputes. Chidi's ability to present his documents in court was a key factor in his eventual victory. Persistence pays off. Chidi's unwavering determination to seek justice, even in the face of financial hardship and a slow legal process, ultimately led to his vindication. This teaches the importance of persistence and resilience, especially when fighting for what is right. Understanding property law: property owners and managers must have a basic understanding of property law and should regularly consult with legal professionals to stay informed about any changes in regulations or potential risks. Justice system trust: while the judicial process in Nigeria can be lengthy and challenging, Chidi's story demonstrates that the system can work and that it is possible to hold even the government accountable for wrongful actions. Financial preparedness: legal battles can be expensive and lengthy. It's important to be financially prepared for such scenarios, whether through savings, insurance, or other means, to ensure you can sustain the fight for justice if necessary. Chidi's story is a reminder of the importance of vigilance, legal awareness, and the relentless pursuit of justice in the realm of property management. If you find this story insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more content on property, facility, and real estate management tips. Thank you for watching and see you next time. God bless you.